Welcome to the first edition of TBG Reloads on YouTube. My name is Breadroll, and today we are playing The Thing. Now, for those who may not be familiar, The Thing is a 2002 game. Came out on the Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 2, which is the version we're playing now. And it follows on from the events of the movie from 1982, which starred Kurt Russell, directed by John Carpenter. Now, I played this game when it first came out back in the day, and I didn't actually complete it. I got quite far through, and I got to a boss that I just could not get past, so instead of persevering, I did what I usually did back in my teenage years, and that's throw a paddy and trade the game in. Of course, now, don't trade anything in because the value never holds on anything. You take a handful of games into a game shop these days and be offered a dead pigeon if you're lucky, so just keep the collection growing.
Blake, it's Whitley. What's the situation?
Not good.
What do you see?
Not a goddamn thing in this storm.
Have you found anything?
Well, your transmitter's down and everything else is foobar.
What do you mean?
Oh,
The base is gone, Colonel. It looks like massive explosives
we got that
damage.
strained, tough guy
Any clues
voice.
here are gonna be like finding a needle in a haystack.
down, man.
Understood. Do a recon, see if you can find anything that'll give us an idea what happened. I can try to get the chopper back to you within an hour, but visibility's falling fast and the report for your area is not very good.
Okay. We'll make a sweep and report back.
Roger. Meanwhile, I'll check up on Alpha Team. Oh, Blake, just remember it's 40 below out there. We both know exposure could sneak up on you. Keep your team together and get them to shelter as quickly as you can.
Roger that. Blake out.
So, although it's been a while since I played this, I do kind of skip over the tutorials, because I do remember how to play it roughly. So this is actually the complex that the film was set in.
Blake, you need anything repaired or even a simple bypass, and I'm your man.
If any of you take on any damage, get back to me ASAP, and I'll help you out. I'm not carrying any dead bodies back.
I'm locked, loaded, and ready to make shit dead.
So your squad is actually quite integral in this game, as well as all having their actual uses, which is odd for NPCs. There's a psychological element to the game, much like the movie. As things start kicking off, they'll be concerned about whether you might be the thing, or one of them might be the thing, so you've got to earn their trust by maybe giving them weapons at the risk that they may turn on you and attack you. Or take weapons away from them if you think they're too much of a risk. There's a cheesy get damage so we can teach you how to use the medic trick. Luckily all we've got to do is stand next to him. But yeah, this is the complex that the actual movie was set in. I always had an appreciation when a developer, in this case Black Label Games, when they have a license to work with, they do some really good fan service. We've seen that recently with Alien Isolation, Terminator Resistance. Came out of nowhere and was actually a really good game, at least from a fan's point of view. And Predator Hunting Grounds also seems to be doing a good job, but here you can see the corridor. You'd have the cook, can't remember his name, but roller skating up and down there in the movie. Very superstitious, writings on the wall. It's quite handy. these beams do kind of point you in the right direction.
This is Pierce. Come in. Can you read me? Over. I need help. Can you read me? Over.
Yeah, so when you're outside, the temperature can damage you, so you need to seek shelter as and when you can.
What the hell?
What do you think it is, Captain?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Looks like a goddamn UFO to me. This shit gives me the creeps.
Yeah, we're not alone in the universe and all that crap. Check it out and move on.
Doesn't seem that bothered that there's an alien spacecraft. I'd be a bit more impressed if I found them. The thing about me when I play games is I always tend to search every nook and cranny. What's this?
I'm gonna hide this tape when I'm finished. If none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of a record. The storm's been hitting us pretty hard now for 48 hours. We still have nothing to go on. One other thing. I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. Windows found some shredded long johns, but the name tag was missing. They could be anybody's. We're all very tired. There's nothing else I can do. Just wait. R.J. McCready, helicopter pilot, U.S. Outpost North 31.
There's a nice little touch there. Obviously the cassette that McCready leaves. Don't think that was Kurt Russell's voice, so maybe they didn't have the rights to use it. Another nice little nod, I swear. In that scene, when he's recording it, he says something like, "Nobody trusts each other anymore." And then, after a swig of his whiskey, he reconsiders and he rewinds the tape and re-records that message where he just says, "We're all very tired." John Carpenter, I believe, did actually have some involvement in this game. I believe he signed it off. He was happy with the content and the way it was done. And I swear I heard once upon a time that he is, I don't know if he's in it or he does a voice for a character, or this guy obviously can't figure out how to walk through a door.
All right.
I'm not sure if it's obvious who he is when he pops up. That's pretty cool that he's involved.
Ah, Christ, what is that?
Chill out. Everybody keep tight till we figure out what's going on.
Now here comes a bit where squad members start freaking out. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's the old Weldon down the bottom there. He's all shook up. So you can either get him away from, obviously, dead bodies. Doesn't seem to agree with. Probably chose the wrong job.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all me. The pressing the button helps. Sometimes.
Yes, this is too much.
Strange for such a, what I consider, this is one of my favourite movies, The Thing.
Yes, sir.
It's up there with Alien. But it's strange that it's become such a classic over the years. But when it first came out, it was absolutely slated. Everyone, critics and audiences alike, hated it.
That's the kind of information Whitley was talking about. I gotta find that report.
I just think it's such a good concept. And also, the script that Carpenter devised for the movie. Let's see. Some notes from the movie there. Speaking of which, but the script that Carpenter used was taking ideas from The Thing from Another World, which came out in 1951, I think, and also some inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft. I think The Mountains of Madness was the story where the most inspiration came from.
Yes, sir. All right.
This day and age of remakes and remasters and lack of original ideas, it would be good to see the franchise kind of revisited. I think the quality of TV shows, they could probably tell a decent story with like a Netflix series perhaps.
Yes, sir.
As long as they don't try and modernise it too much. Too hardcore to save. I ain't got time to save.
Whitley, this is Blake.
What have you got?
One body, identification says Childs, no survivors. And what appears to be
One body and what?
in some kind of unidentified craft.
You're dead, man, McCready.
It looks,
You can do whatever the hell you want.
well, like a UFO. Colonel? Colonel!
Roger. I'll have a chopper there ASAP. There's a supply crate that was dropped earlier near the base. It contains C4 charges. I want you to rig all the remaining buildings and I'll remote detonate them from here.
Affirmative. I'll contact you when we're finished.
Oh, some creepy geezer. It's never good. Again, I'm loving the little bit of fan service here. It's at the end of the movie when Childs and McCready defeat the Thing. So they thought they both end up in just that little shack there, waiting to see what happens. I've always been of the mind that McCready is the Thing, because Childs still has an earring, which he wouldn't have if the Thing had taken him and replicated him. Answers on a postcard for that one. Let us know what you think in the comments. Again, for a game that's as old as it is, the controls are a little bit jerky, as you'd expect. They're not the most intuitive, but it plays pretty well. The thing that's a bit tricky to get used to is the camera is locked behind the character, so you're turning and everything is all done with the left stick. There's no like right analog stick to use the dynamic camera to spin around and get a look at your surroundings.
Colonel, we've completed the explosives placement. Standing by for evac.
I do believe this might
Anything
come
from
out
Alpha
before.
Team?
Negative.
Actually,
Could be the storm.
No, what about the analog stick
Must
access
be.
on PS2?
I've been getting partial transmissions for the last hour or so. I'm going to assemble
So
my
I'm seeing to
team.
give that more
When the chopper
claustrophobic
arrives,
feel to the gameplay.
I'll have it drop me at Alpha's rendezvous.
Negative. You have your orders, Captain. Don't put this mission in jeopardy.
I understand, Colonel, but I don't have much choice. Pierce's team is in trouble. Besides, if there are any survivors, I'm the only one on the team that speaks Norwegian. Blake out.
That's right, the Norwegians, not Swedes, as McCready would say.
Blake, do you read me?
Roger, Colonel. This is Blake.
Have you found anyone yet?
Nothing yet. I just arrived. The storm is worsening. May take a while to find anything.
Looks like that little stunt of yours might pay off.
I don't understand, Colonel.
I received a partial transmission from Pierce. He's found something. Might be research. Find him and get back to me ASAP.
Affirmative. Did he say if there were any hostiles in the area?
Negative. No hostiles.
Okay, I'm on it. Blake out. Christ, that's gotta be a few thousand volts. I gotta find the power source.
So, from what I remember, there's not a huge amount of variation in enemy types. I think there's like two, maybe three sort of small crawly type enemies in the colour. Sort of larger based ones, and then there's a few boss fights. I think I must have, from memory, it's a long time ago, but I think I got to about the third boss fight. That's about as far as I got to the first time I played it. Being stared at by roast chicken. My need is greater than yours. This is one of those games I always meant to come back and play, but I'd love to see a remaster. Preferably a full, from the ground up remake would be nice. Konami did the publishing duties for this back in the day, so they're not exactly the most forthcoming with game content nowadays. But it would be nice if this was on their list. Rotisserie attack.
Identify yourself.
Captain, it's Carter. Christ, where's everybody?
What happened
Like
here?
opponents,
Some.
aliens.
I don't know what they were, but they attacked us. I thought they was part of the... Wait a minute. Don't you come any closer. Where the hell did you come from anyways?
A chopper brought me in. From the U.S. Research Station, 5 clicks south of here.
I'm hurt pretty bad.
Don't move. I'll see what I can do.
I don't know, is there anything you can do? So yeah, here's an example of, first of all, I've got to fix him up. Then earn his trust before he comes with me. So there we go. Better not turn on me, you bastard.
Okay, you're all right. All right.
This game is very dark. I'm trying to play it in as close to its original version as I
Yes,
can.
sir.
I've got it running on the old George Foreman PS3, but I'm not upscaling it. A bit more of an indication of what it might have looked like more in its day. Kind of wish I didn't bother now because I can't see anything.
There's gotta be something in here that can help me.
What is it? He looks like a trustworthy fellow. Just stood in the bloody corner next to the Thing's bathtub.
Oh, there it is.
We got company.
Rough day at the office. Trusty fire extinguisher. I always found it odd in the movie that
We got company.
they're all out in the snow most of the time, yet they still waved around the fire extinguishers. Fairly sure the snow would put the fires out nice and easy.
Blake, where'd you come from?
I received some partial transmissions from Pierce. It sounded like there was a problem.
Shit, you got that right. We got ambushed by these things. I don't know where they came from, man. Everybody lost it. The squad split up.
Have you talked to Pierce?
I got part of a radio message from him. He said he was at the north section of the base. He was talking some medical mumbo shit. He said he wanted to talk to the colonel.
The colonel hasn't contacted you?
Man, I haven't heard shit from anyone.
Let me try my radio. Blake to Colonel Whitley, do you read? Blake to Colonel Whitley, urgent. All right, let's head north and get Pierce.
Okay.
Come on, Appel. Right, sweethearts, we ain't paid by the hour, let's go. Come on, Wally Brain. There we go.
All right.
A shocking display of engineering. Rotisserie chickens that sound like pissed off Jack Russells. See, make sure everyone's armed to some degree. Oh, Shaky Jake over here, he's getting nervous.
Yes, sir.
Stay on it.
You got
Ah, no bullets. It's game over, man. It's game over. Let's see. Nope. See if old Krispy Kreme over here's got anything. No, he's got a key. So I'm quite enjoying playing this again. As far as action survival horror goes. I wouldn't say it's the most overly challenging game, at least as far as combat goes, but apparently ammo and items are scarce. So it gets a bit trickier. You have to choose whether to take things from your teammates and risk them turning on you. Might be a bit of a juggling act. Yeah, I remember now. With the bigger creatures, the sort of humanoid type ones. Need to wear them down and then polish them off with a flamethrower. Just make sure he's got something in his hand, just in case one of the dirty gits jumps out on me.
Okay.
I am prone to making stupid noises when I get scared in the game, so apologies in advance for any noises that sound like they belong on a Prince album throughout this gameplay. Yeah. Git. Sure what those things are actually supposed to be. At first I thought maybe, other than looking like a roast chicken, they'd be like those head. That scene, that guy's head comes off and the legs come out of it and scrambles away. I thought they might have been there. They don't actually look like that. What have we got? What have you got? Job for a pen. Oh, come along, Marlene.
Okay.
About a poem more like Stevie Wonder. Says I can't even flick a switch. Creepy music.
Hold it.
Pierce, it's Blake. It's okay. Put your weapon down.
No way. You're infected just like all the others.
I'm not.
Your word ain't shit, Captain. I found a report that says the only way to prove you're not one of those things is through a blood test. Now, there's a medical kit near the kennel. You go get it and come back here, and I'll watch you do the test.
You're still going to let me look around your room, though, aren't you? Obviously not that worried. Just thinking then, when that music kicked in, obviously a memorable part of the thing, or any movie, is when they got a decent theme tune. John Carpenter is just renowned for great music, especially in movies like Halloween. Another favourite of mine, Christine. Amazing soundtrack. Oh, bollocks. think I killed a pone. I hope he doesn't shoot me. Just thinking about it. No, we're alright. We're buds. Of course, the old kennel where they had to get the flappy dog. And, oh, there he is. It's a gruesome scene in the movie. That's one thing I don't like. We watch humans get killed in movies all day long, but I hate seeing dogs and cats and animals get killed, especially in such a brutal fashion. Flappy husky. It's bloody controls. You alright, mate? Yeah. He's got no ammo.
All right. We got company.
Blood test. That's a great scene in the film when they're doing that blood test. Even more so because you can spot the exact moment where they swap Kurt Russell's real hand for a mannequin hand holding the Petri dish. I'd still take practical effects over CGI any day, especially in horror. Where's that? Not been in here. Alright, let's go back and see old Sizzle Dick with his flamethrower. Waving that around at me in a wooden shack. Not only a brain surgeon, is he?
You got the kit? Good. The report said the hypo contains a chemical that reacts with blood. Do it. We'll soon know, one way or another.
Now I'm gonna show you what I already know.
God, that voice. Someone's like a really low budget Solid Snake. Ah, yeah. Dirty bastard. Knew I shouldn't have trusted you. Oh no, a bone as well. The Sarge is gone. Let's get the hell out of here. Is he dead? No. Dead now, aren't you? Great, I'm stuck with him now, am I? Cheerful Charlie. Bit dramatic on it, kind of. There's no kind of like wind down to a mission, it's just black screen.
Pierce! Pierce!
God damn it. Pierce must have got lost behind me somewhere.
Pace! What the hell are you doing?
Blake, is that you? Oh man, am I glad to see you.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's me, you jackass! Now let's get inside!
What the hell happened?
Look, man, me and Williams were tracking this weird animal through the base, and we lost him in the storm, and then we ran into a Swede.
Norwegian.
Yeah, the Norwegian guy. Well, he started shouting and attacking me.
This guy just
I
sounds
started
like
chasing
anyone
him,
who's
and
played
I lost
Borderlands.
him in the storm.
What about
I can't remember his
Williams?
name. Is it
I
Catch a
lost him
Rat?
too.
Is it Skeeter or Scooter?
Christ.
A bit of ammo, that's what we need. It's always that. It's always good to get ammo in a game, but when it gives you quite a lot generously, you kind of know something's about to go bump in the night. Let's see if there's anything around here. Just a little tiptoe through the tulips. Something's flashing. Ta-da.
Okay. We got some company.
If I don't get some shelter,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I'm gonna fade away. Get in the warmth, boy. There we go. Still really strange to think, like, I mean, compared to, you compare this to something graphically like God of War, Halo 5, or Detroit Become Human. It's like, obviously it's not, doesn't hold a candle to it, but there's actually some really solid gameplay here. I think it's held up, gameplay wise it's held up really well. Graphics aren't terrible by any stretch. Even if they ported this just as it is onto like the Switch, just so I could play it on the go, I'd be happy. And they've done that recently with some of the older Star Wars games, which is mixed results, but overall it's good to have some of the classics. There we go.
We got some company.
As much as I laugh, I've got a soft spot for cheesy voice acting. Growing up, enjoying games like Resident Evil. Wait, don't
Okay.
open that door. In this case, yeah, you open that door. I think some of the sketchy graphics and dodgy voice work adds a significant amount of charm to some games. It's good to go back and just remember those moments. He was about to throw up.
Stay the hell away from me, I'm warning you.
Williams, I need your help.
Bullshit. You're infected just like the rest. Come any closer and I'll fry your ass.
Listen, I found Pace. I just need to get into the comm room to call for assistance. Do you have access?
Yeah, I've got access. But I ain't going nowhere with all those things out there. You kill them, and I'll help get us out of here.
I don't trust you. Just lurking around where there's loads of blood and corpses, waving a gun around. Ooh, oh, there's one of those head things. Plus, you look like you should be singing about Montreal. Somebody at the door. Somebody at the door.
We got some company. Oh man,
He's a big one. He went down pretty easy.
we got some company.
Here comes another. Seem to be more danger of doing damage to myself than taking damage from these things. Oh, decent ammo.
All right. We got some company.
Ain't going out there. You know, I'd definitely say this, if you've got access to some of the older consoles, PS2, original Xbox, or a backwards compatible PS3, I definitely reckon this is worth
Well,
picking up and
the
giving it a
area's
try.
secure now. I need your help. If we're gonna make it out of here alive, you've got to get me in the comm room now.
Yes, sir. Follow me, Captain.
I think we must be coming to the end of this level. What's that? Can't hold his grog. I think coming to the end of this level, then I will wrap things up. But I've got to say, I'm quite impressed. Even playing it without the upscaling, it's not too bad. It's just very dark from where I'm sitting. It's a little bit menu heavy going back and forth doing this, but
Yes, sir.
it really ruins the experience. If anything, it's nice. Imagine some of the battles getting tense down the line. It'll be a nice little reprieve being able to go into a menu system that actually freezes the game, unlike Dead Space, that pretty much expects you to lube yourself up and just hope for the best. Could imagine Dead Space, where you can see it in the designs for necromorphs, but
Damn it, so
they
much
must have
press.
taken a bit of inspiration from the thing, either the gameplay of this or the movie itself. Hold on. Hold the door.
mission is bullshit. This doesn't look good.
All right.
All right, I'm okay.
Where are you going to, Sonny Jim? Told you we couldn't trust him. He's trying to sneak
this
away.
Don't look good. Okay, I'll pull it together.
I do hope you have enjoyed watching Reloaded. See what we've got going on here, but yeah, looks like we wrap that mission up. So do let us know in the comments if you've enjoyed watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe because it really helps us out if you've enjoyed our content. And join us next time. Take care.